And I was traveling, like, I was backpacking. I didn't have like a plan. I was just like walking pretty much from one side of Canada to the other. But that was by far the best travel that I've ever done. Backpacking in Canada is like an amazing experience. What do you bring with you? Nothing, pretty much. I actually have a funny story. I am going to close with that story because that's a funny story. When I went from Ottawa to Toronto, I only have like my school backpack. It wasn't like a real backpack. It was my school's backpack. I had like a pair of pants, just a pair of shoes. Like, it was summer, so I didn't bring like any jackets because it wasn't necessary. And my PC. That's pretty much all I bring with me. Oh, and underwear. But I forgot like one big detail, like one huge thing, because I went to Toronto and the first day I decided to go to the island, you know, the Toronto Island. And it is between like the big lakes and stuff, and the idea is that you can like swim there, and it is like a sea, but it is not a sea because it is a lake, whatever. It is like the beach, but it is not a beach. I was walking. Of course, I was walking with my sneakers. I made the horrible mistake of putting my feet inside in the water. Like my feet, my shoes got like wet. And I was like, okay, that happens. I can, like, you know, I can walk like this. It doesn't matter. It is not that bad. But I forgot something. I only had one pair of socks, and that I had to travel like for the rest of the month without socks. My feet got destroyed in that. I can actually show you. I have like scars. It is disgusting. I don't know if you want to see that, but my feet got destroyed from walking without socks. I mean, I can show you my feet, especially my right feet is like so fucked up. And yeah, I didn't bring. I didn't even have like a sleeping bag or anything. I sleep on couches of random people. I was fortunate enough that every day, at the end of the night, I had somewhere to stay. Either I met someone on the road, or I just knocked someone random doors one night. But at the end of the day, I always had somewhere to stay. Like, I was just couch surfing. But yeah, that's my story. I love backpacking. I have so many stories from that travel. The travel was so fun. I had money, but the thing is that I was an immigrant, right? I was like pretty much by myself. I didn't know anyone in Canada except for like the people who I stayed with, my roommates in Ottawa. I only had 2 tickets, like bus tickets. One from Ottawa to Toronto, and one from Toronto to Ottawa. That's all that I had. The rest of my money was for food, and sometimes I didn't even eat. I gotta say that. There were a few days where I went like without eating. So, more than once I had like the option of doing something cool or eating. I would rather do something cool. We can go to fucking Niagara Falls on the boat and be under the waterfall, or eating, and that was like an actual choice that I had to make. Fuck it, I am going under the fucking waterfall. Yeah, that was a nice travel. Of course, people, if I stayed with someone, it was because they were willing to give me at least a breakfast. I got a breakfast at least every day. But yeah, sometimes I went from like 9 a.m. to the next day without eating. I have one fun story actually in Niagara Falls. I was just like walking. I was hungry as fuck because I didn't eat the day before. So I was just like walking, trying to find somewhere to eat. And I found like this really random place. It was an all you can eat, and I was like, fuck it, let's have a really nice breakfast. All you can eat. I am going to eat like the whole thing, and I am just going to move with my day. I went in, you know, I ate, I had my coffee, normal stuff, and then the waitress comes, gives me the bill. I have to pay, of course, and it was like 100 Canadian dollars. And I was like, holy shit, I don't have money. I had like 20. And that's it. There's like no way I am going to pay for this. I am going to have to wash dishes or something. Yeah, $100 in an all you can eat in a random place in Niagara Falls. And then I asked the lady, and I was like, what the fuck? Why is this so fucking expensive? And I was like, it says like all you can eat, like for like $10 or something, and coffee. I mean, of course you have to pay the extra coffee. That's like how they make money. And I only had like 1 cup of coffee. and they made like a bunch of orders and they were like eating a lot, and for some reason they sent me their bill to my table, but I was so scared. I actually thought about running. I am not gonna lie. I just thought about like, I am not going to pay this and I am going to run. That was like the first time. That there was like a bunch of other times where something similar happened, but that was like the first time where I actually did something and I didn't have a way to pay for it. I was like 17, by the way, or 18. And my first thought was like, holy shit, I am going deported. I am going back to Colombia tomorrow. That was so funny.